My darling, come closer. Now let's be honest. On Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, moving abroad looks like a dream because you see all the beautiful pictures taken in the snow, in their winter jackets. You see beautiful pictures taken in front of tourist locations. You see lovely pictures that people take all around tourist attractions. And then you see people who take nice pictures with Starbucks, McDonald's, all sorts of things. Moving abroad looks like a dream on the gram. But is that really the case? Behind all those beautiful filters, all those beautiful pictures that you see that makes abroad look like a dream come true to you, are so many people who are mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially living with a struggle. And that's what we're unpacking today. Let's get right into the video. See you on the other side. Welcome back to the Literal Podcast, where we have amazing, real conversations about things that so many people are thinking about, but only very few people have the boldness to speak on. So today we're talking about a topic that is not only interesting, but sensitive and also very much real. It is something that hits so many people when they first travel abroad. And today we'll be talking about the reasons why people fall into depression when they move abroad. So quick question, if you ever cried the first time you moved abroad, for those who live in diaspora, if you ever cried when you first moved abroad, make sure you drop a comment in the comment section and also drop the flag of the country that you moved to so we know where the tears are coming from, of course. Trust me, you're not alone if you cried, because I also cried too in my first few months of moving abroad, because sometimes the expectations that you have don't match the reality that you meet when you go abroad. So let's drop our comments in the comment section. What was your experience like when you first moved abroad? Drop it in the comment section, because your story might just help someone else who is looking to move abroad today. And if at this point you haven't liked this video, my darling, what are you waiting for? Click the like button, make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Drop your comments in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond as I always do. And please share this video to your friends, family, loved ones, and even your enemies, because you know, whereas we're lifting others. So what exactly are the reasons why people get depressed when they move abroad? Number one, the first reason why most people get depressed when they move abroad is the shock of reality. You have so many expectations that you had about moving abroad. So many people dreamed that, oh, I was going to have a better life, because, you know, back in your country, they tell you, oh, if you move abroad, you have better opportunities, you're going to have a better life, you're going to, you know, do better, be better, you'll be happier, you have more money, all that stuff they tell us back, you know, back home. We have the expectations that, oh, people who live abroad are people who are well-to-do, they're doing better, and they seem to be on the luckier side of life. Those are the things that they used to tell us back then, and we believed it. But that shock of reality that hits you when you first move abroad is the fact that the grass is not always greener on the other side. So back home, they tell you that, oh, move abroad. When you move abroad, life will be better. You'll be better off because life is better abroad. But what they fail to tell you is the fact that better doesn't necessarily mean easier. So you come over here thinking that, oh, everything is going to be great. It's going to be a bed of roses. I'm going to be fine. I can do so many jobs. Jobs are going to be at my beck and call. I'm going to make money, be able to take care of my family back home. Our family over here, for those who come in with family, all that good stuff. You have so many expectations. Some people dream of doing white-collar jobs, all sorts of things. But when you come here, sometimes what brings the initial shock is the fact that the reality of being here and what they've told you back home don't really correlate. So let me cite an example. Imagine someone who was coming from, let's say, Africa, for example. I was thinking and hoping that, oh, by the time I move abroad, I'll be able to get a better paying job in my profession. Let's say, for example, you're maybe an accountant, an engineer, a doctor, whatever it might be. You might think that, oh, once I go abroad, I'm going to get new jobs. I'm going to get a lot of jobs in my profession and be able to, you know, continue and earn higher pay. That's your expectation coming back from Africa. And then you get here and you're shocked at the fact that, oh, you're not even able to get any job in your profession, but there you are working night shifts and long hours and day shifts, 12-hour shifts in, let's say, in a warehouse, or you're doing care shifts and all that. And you're wondering that, oh, this is not This is not the kind of life I was hoping to live. This is not what I was promised. This is not what I was told. And then you come and then that shock hits you. And reality starts to set in. That alone is crushing. That alone is a major reason why so many people end up depressed, because their expectations don't match the reality on ground. So many people thought they would come here and be doing a professional job, but unfortunately, they get here and they're doing menial jobs. So many people work in a warehouse, so many people work in care homes, so many people do domiciliary care, all sorts of jobs. Some people, there's so many kinds of job people do. People work in restaurants and all sorts of places, but this wasn't exactly what they had pictured. Because back home, they thought they'll be able to come here, do a job in line with their profession, and earn more money for the job because they were working professional jobs back home. But unfortunately, that's not always the reality over here. This is called expectation versus reality shock. And this is one of the highest triggers of depression in people who move abroad. So number 2 reason why people get depressed is loneliness and isolation. So many people back home in their community, I'll use Africa as a case study for the sake of this video. Let's say in Africa now, we have a communal kind of living. You come out, you see friends, you see family, you see loved ones. Everyone is so friendly. People are greeting each other, saying hello to each other. You come out, you talk to your neighbors. You're never really going to be alone. You never really feel the loneliness, even if you live alone. There'll always be people to talk to. There'll always be friends, nice people to help out, to talk to. But that's the kind of life that we live in Africa. And you come abroad and then the loneliness hits you, because you can even live in a building for so many years and you don't even know your neighbor's name. They don't even say hello to you. Some people, you even say hello to them and they give you one weird look, or they're like, you get that awkward look sometimes when you greet certain people. They don't even answer you. Some people answer with a fake smile that disappears in less than a millisecond. So different people, different cases. So when you come from a place where you live a communal life where everybody is friendly and nice, to a place where everyone is minding their business and no one really cares about the next person, the culture shock hits you. Before you know it, loneliness, depression sets in if you're not careful. So you can imagine coming home to just silence. For those who don't come abroad with their family, for single people who come alone, or married people who come alone initially, just imagine you're used to coming home to lots of noise, not noise. You're used to coming home to a bubbly, lively house where everyone is saying, how are you doing, how's your day, and all that. You get to talk to people. But you come here, you just get back home from work, and all you can meet is silence. There's no one saying hello, no one saying how was your day, no one talking to you. And before you know it, that silence gets so loud that it starts to eat into your mental health. And if you're not careful, you slip into depression, easy peasy. So that's the second reason why so many people slip into depression, loneliness. So number 3 reason why people fall into depression is the pressure from home. Now you're just barely, coming to the country, you've barely stayed a few months, and then back home, there's already pressure. People are already messaging you, calling you, please, we need help, please send money for school fees, please send money for rent, please, this person is sick, please could you send us money, things are hard back here at home, please send us money for feeding. So many people are calling you for different things. My grandma swallowed shovel, this one, that one, ridiculous things at times. Please, I need money, I need support to pay my children's school fees, like you're the ones that send them to school. It's a lot of crazy things that happen. But the pressure from back home is another reason why some people slip into depression, because they feel bad when they're not able to help. So based on that, because you want to be seen as one of those uncles or aunties who families have abroad that send money, you now start to put yourself under pressure. You overwork and everything just to try to, juggle your bills and also send money to people back home. Some people, unfortunately, are not even living a good quality of life over here, but yeah, they're sending lots of money back home to pay people's bills, take care of family, friends, extended family, and all that. And even people who don't really care, but just heard that, you're abroad, and then they start calling you and messaging you like you're the only one who can help them sort their life out, forgetting that without you, these people will still find another way to solve their problems. So please, if you're in that kind of situation where you have a lot of pressure from back home that is making you slip into depression, if you have to shut people out, please, by all means, go ahead and do it. It doesn't make you wicked. Just explain to them that, I don't have this money you're requesting for at this point in time. When I have it, or if I had it, I would have been willing to help. When I have it, I'll be able to help. But for now, I don't have it. So please, my darling, no pressure. So the weight of carrying other people's problems while you're still barely trying to juggle your own is is one of the greatest causes of depression in people who live in diaspora. And the fact that they don't even want to understand that it's not that easy. We're not plucking money on trees over here. You need to really like work really hard to earn money here. You get money in exchange for your time and your strength and effort and all that, but they don't get it. They don't understand it like that. They think, oh, after all, you're abroad, you're earning dollars, you're earning pounds, whatever it is, as the case may be. They automatically assume that you have a lot of money and you're just being wicked and not wanting to help. But they don't understand that you're juggling a lot of bills here, heavy bills, heavy taxes. You're trying to stay afloat, trying to keep your head up, trying to build something for yourself and your family. But no, they don't get it. They just think, oh, if you don't send money or if you don't help, you're automatically wicked or you're just being wicked to them. So if you're in that situation, please, my dear, give yourself grace. Explain to them, let them understand that money doesn't grow on trees over here. You have to work for it. And at this point in time, you're not able to help, but however you wish you could, as soon as you can, you would help them. Easy peasy. So number 4 reason why some people slip into depression here is culture shock and adjustment. So simple things feel so different over here. Back home, you greet people on the streets, you greet people nicely and they respond to you in such a nice and warm manner. You feel so loved. When you greet people, they respond. Everyone is smiling. Everyone looks happy. Responding to the next person, or at least even if they were not happy before, they brighten up when you greet them and they respond to you. But over here abroad, sometimes you greet some people and they're looking at you like in a suspicious way. They're looking at you like, what's this one on about? Some people give you that awkward look of, what's he greeting me? Different reasons. Some people give you a fake smile that disappears immediately. So that culture shock affects certain people here because they're used to a life where they greet everyone and smile at everyone and those people smile back. And they're coming to where people are like, do I know you? That kind of look. So that alone, it makes some people feel some kind of way and dampens their spirit. And before you know it, depression sets in. So another thing is food. For people who are very used to, eating their native food and all that, you might not necessarily get it here abroad, depending on what part of the country or which country you stay in and what city as well. Some cities might have African shops or things like that. Some cities might not even have any. So you find yourself eating frozen meals and all that. Things that you might not necessarily like to eat on a normal day, but you just have to eat them to survive. And that alone, that disconnect that you feel from your culture sometimes makes some people feel low and dampened. Because by the time you think of how expensive it is to go to an African restaurant, for example, to buy food, you might think, oh, you have to spend like, say, £20 to get a plate of food. And it's quite expensive. It's difficult to keep up. You can't keep up with that on a daily basis. So that alone sometimes slips some people into depression because they feel bad. They start to get homesick because they cannot get the meals that they actually crave to eat. And that alone makes some people get depressed. So number 5, another reason why some people get depressed is weather and health conditions. So now let's talk about the weather. In so many of these countries that we move to abroad, the winter is very long, dark, and really cold. Initially, you get excited at the sight of snow. The snow looks so magical to you. But down the line, but as time goes on, when you get used to seeing the snow, you get used to waking up in the cold, sleeping in the cold, going out, like going to work when it's dark, coming back dark. Everything is just dark and just gloomy. And it's just long, dark, and cold weeks and months of, unbearable weather. Over time, it starts to get to you and it starts to affect your mood as well. Because when every single day, all you see is just a dark, gloomy, dull, cold day, before long, it starts to affect your mood and your mood begins to dampen and your mood becomes low. And before you know it, gently, just like that, little by little, some people slip into depression that way, just because of the weather. So it's actually a real disorder. It's called SAD, which is seasonal affective disorder. SAD happens to some people because of lack of sunlight. So lack of sunlight and a bright day affects certain people. It affects their mood, it affects their behavior, it affects their mental health, it affects how they feel about themselves. Because every single day, all you see is just dark, gloomy days, devoid of sunlight. So that affects some people's mood. So this slips certain people into depression. So now let's talk about the solutions to the problem and, rays of hope. The goal of this video is not to scare you, far from it. The goal of this video is to encourage you, prepare you for what is ahead. If you're still one of those people who are still back home and think, if you're one of those people who are still back home but thinking of relocating abroad, this video is just to prepare you for what you're going to meet ahead, so that you equip yourself better for the condition ahead. But if for those who are already in diaspora, I want you to know that you're not alone. If you're already feeling down and having SAD or whatever it is, I want you to know that you're not alone. So many people have felt it initially when they moved here, but over time, it gets better with time. You get used to it, you get to overcome it, and things get better with time. And don't think for one that you made a mistake coming here. You did not make a mistake. You're only seeking greener pastures. So with time, you get used to the life in this part of the world. And when you finally get used to the life, it becomes easier for you, it becomes normal. And with that, you no longer stay in depression. So please, if you're in depression today, speak up. Speak to someone and try to come out of it today. Build a community, meet with people, network with people, meet genuine people and get good friendships. That way, it will help you keep your mental health in check and you'll be happier. So here are some few things that help. Here are some steps to take in coming out of the depression. Number one, build a community. Network with people, go out, meet people that are from the same country, same state, same tribe as you. Join them, don't isolate. If you stay in isolation and all you ever do is just work and go home, the depression will set in more. But the more you go out, meet people of your color, of your tribe, whatever it is, the more you go out and meet people, network with people, you become better, you become more bubbly, and it will help you overcome the depression. So please, do not isolate yourself. Go out there, meet people, network with people, and build a community. You get why it helps a lot. Number two, prioritize your mental health. If you need therapy, by all means, my love, seek therapy. Therapy is not a form of weakness, no. It's a lifeline. It helps people. Therapy is what has saved so many people from committing suicide. So if you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, if you need therapy, please, by all means, seek therapy. Speak up, talk to somebody. Prioritize your mental health. Do things that make you happy. If you're one who likes to watch movies, you can go to the cinema. You can watch movies at home. Do Netflix and chill on your own if you like. If you rather go to the cinema, please, by all means, go out there, go to the cinema, meet people, meet other human beings, socialize, network with people, do things that make you happy, work on your mental health, prioritize your mental health, do things that bring you joy. If you like to go out, go out. If you don't have anyone to go with, go on solo dates. You might just meet someone out there to talk to. So please, prioritize your mental health. Do things that make you happy. It'll make you feel better as well. Number three, stay active. So do exercise, exercising, walking, workout sessions and all that. They help you with improving your mood. So if you feel down, you feel low, instead of staying at home in the dark, in the cold, just cuddling up in your blanket, you feel the depression more. You feel even lower than you already felt before. So if you start to feel that way, go out, take a walk. If you can sign up with a gym where you meet people, exercise with people, go out there, register in a gym if it's your forte. But if it's not what you want, if it's not your kind of thing, you can just take a walk. If instead of staying at home all day doing nothing, sometimes take a walk, exercise, go out, think, clear your head. It will help you feel better. Go to the park, take a walk in the park, go to different places, just take a walk. Try to exercise, move your body, try to get your movements in, try to get your steps in and all that. It would help you. It would help your mood. It would help your mental health. It will help you think better. It will help you feel better when you come out on a brighter day. Number four, manage family pressure. Learn to say no. Learn to say not yet. Learn to say I can't do this now. I can't afford to do this now. I don't have this money now and all that. No one is going to hold you to ransom. So learn to say no. Learn to say not yet. And set boundaries, set limits until you're stable enough to be able to accommodate helping so many people. If you cannot afford to help certain people, let them know that, oh, I'd have loved to help, but I can't do it at this point in time because I'm not buoyant enough to help you. And they will find an alternative. That's the truth of the matter. If you don't help them, someone else will. They'll sort themselves out. Their life doesn't depend on you. You're not responsible for them. You're not responsible for all their problems and shouldering all their financial issues and all that. It's not your job. So cut down on the pressure from back home, black tax or whatever it is they call it. Cut down on the pressure. Manage your family pressure properly. Learn to say no when necessary and help when it's convenient for you. You'll be happier. Number 5, stay connected to your faith and your values. This really helps. So make sure you pray. If you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, whatever religion you practice, please make sure you pray. So things like prayer, meditation, and all that, they help you to build resilience. Don't despise the gathering of believers. So if you're a Christian, you go to church, please go to church. If you're a Muslim and you go to the mosques back home, please continue to go to the mosques. You get to meet other people of like minds and they'll help you boost your mood. So prayer is very important. If you feel down, please pray. God loves you. He cares about you. He wants to hear from you. So if you don't know who else to talk to, who else to cast your burdens on, please do well to cast it on the Lord. Talk to God in prayer and you'll feel better afterwards. The truth is, moving abroad is not just a physical journey. It's not just a physical movement. It's an emotional journey as well. So as much as you need to prepare physically and financially and all that for it, as much as you prepare for it physically, you need to prepare emotionally as well. Equip yourself. Build up your tolerance. Build up your resilience level. Build up your emotional strength before you embark on that journey of relocation. Because preparing your mind is just as important as preparing your passport to travel abroad. You get why? Know this and know peace today. So now let me ask those who live in diaspora, those who live abroad, what was the hardest part of your relocation? What was the hardest part of moving abroad for you? What are the culture shocks that you faced? What was the most difficult part of settling in your new country of residence for you? Please drop your comments in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond. Definitely. And then for those who haven't even moved yet, if you're planning to move abroad, you're trying to relocate, what is your greatest fear that you have about moving abroad? Kindly drop your comment as well in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond to it. So depression abroad is very much real, but it's also something that you can deal with. It's something you can overcome with the right support system, the right mindset, the right kind of people around you. You surely can overcome it. So please do that today. Don't compare yourself with anybody you see on Instagram. Don't compare yourself with anybody's Instagram story. Be sure that you work towards building something that works for you. Build something that feels good to you, because happiness and joy is relative. What makes another person happy might not necessarily be what makes you happy. So work on what makes you happy. Work on what feels good to you and build the kind of life you would love to live. So if this episode helped you, or this episode was a wake-up call for you, or this episode made you feel better, or made you feel aware of certain things happening, please do well to share it to someone else who is looking to relocate or looking to move abroad, or someone who has already moved abroad but is struggling with depression, so that they don't just suffer in silence. Please send this video to them and let it brighten up their day and give them hope for a better tomorrow, because definitely there is light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Until I see you same time next week, battle that depression today. See you next week on the Literal Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I love you. Bye.